Do you have any advice for artists and creatives?
Wow. I suppose the only advice I could really give is sweat equity, absolute sweat equity. In my experience, writing, and I presume other forms of expression are the same, writing yields to time, writing yields to hours, writing yields to effort. There's absolutely no substitute for doing your art, not talking about it, not marveling over the way your name looks on something, although that has its place. That pleasure belongs to you and that has its place.
Yeah.
But don't get hypnotized by anything else. Don't get hypnotized by form, strategy, how to reach people, what color the signature should be on your email, or who you can get to follow you, or whether you have a blue check next to your name, or whatever it is. And I'm not going to pretend to be above any of that stuff because I'm not. That stuff all has a claim on us to a certain degree, but none of it is a substitute for the practice of your art and for absolute sweat equity and hours. That's what art yields to.
Yeah, no, definitely. I mean, I think that's a very relatable thing because there are so many seductions that we can fall into with just social media and those positive affirmations that um, that they give us essentially, right?
Yeah.
But I think that I mean, I don't know. I've done so many interviews with artists from all kinds of different backgrounds and mediums, and I mean, it just keeps on going back to the idea of grit,
Yeah.
and constantly showing up. And I really liked Natalie Goldberg's book. I told you that I was reading it, Writing Down the Bones.
Yeah. A lot of people have said that to me. I have not read it myself.
Yeah, I think you would like that. But in particular, she says, like it doesn't matter if you wrote something incredible the day before or like a week before, but all the only thing that matters is right now and in this particular present moment, which is not like a foreign concept. It's a very like Taoist sort of like religious sort of
Mm-hmm.
concept, but um and I just thought about just arriving each day with your cup half full, right?
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
being open to, I guess Stephen Pressfield would call it like the muse, you know, like allowing
Yeah.
the muse to like be imbued within you. So, um,
And there's
you
also a
know,
lot to be said, I believe, for discipline. Just that absolute dedication to getting up every single morning, and except for exceptional days, really just putting in those hours. Whatever it is that we call inspiration is going to come and go, and there's going to be days where you can depend upon that or some related concept. Other days where you can't, but just absolute there's something about regularity. I mean, where would an athlete be? Where would a dancer be without that regularity? And I think all people involved in some effort at expression, including entrepreneurial expression, have to put in that time. I mean, I'm always struck by the amount of research that people will put in, say, in the finance world, and I think one can learn something from that. There isn't this easy line of demarcation between, well, this is the arts and that's commerce. And it's like, look, it's all some form of human endeavor, and hopefully it's being done ethically, and hopefully it's being done with some reciprocity. But I am struck looking at the manner in which people in the finance world, the best ones at least, will do just massive amounts of research. And I mean, that's a good expression as well. I think that we just need to be putting in that absolute drilling effort, concentration. And when the muse strikes, it'll be much more sweeter when the instrument is tuned.
Mm. I like that.